After months of increasing unemployment, Georgia's jobless rate has fallen for 2 consecutive months, dipping to 7.7% in October. State Labor Commissioner Mark Butler says the rate fell as the state continued to show strong job growth.
We saw the state gain almost 34,000 jobs last month, which, by the way, is right at 10,000 more jobs than we typically have been averaging during this same time period over the last several years. Also, even better news than that is over 90% of those jobs that were created last month came from the private sector,
with the rest of the growth being in the public schools, and almost every sector added jobs. October's growth pushed the total number of jobs to more than 4,166,000, which is the most in Georgia since May of 2008. And while those numbers sound good, the over-the-year increase of 96,000 jobs is even more impressive.
So, 96,000 job growth over the last 12 months, which is about a 2.4% increase in jobs. That's a very strong, it's probably one of the strongest numbers we've seen in 5 to 7 years.
And every one of those new jobs was created by the private sector.
Private sector has done a really good job. We hear from our partners in the private sector every month, continuing to look for more and more talent.
Again, the growth was across the board, signaling strength in Georgia's job recovery. The leading sectors were professional and business services, trade and transportation, and leisure and hospitality.
We've also seen, again, really strong job growth over the year in construction, right at 5%. Which is one of our top areas when it comes to job growth.
The number of construction jobs climbed to nearly 158,000 in October, the most in 5 years. There was an increase in new layoffs represented by initial claims for unemployment insurance, which grew by 8.9% from September. About a quarter of those layoffs were temporary, lasting only about a couple of weeks. And the number of long-term unemployed was down 17% from October a year ago. For the Georgia Department of Labor, I'm Sam Hall.